Alright you guys, so as you can see, we got a real scar here. We're going to be covering it up. This is just going to be the first session. But this is nice informational, just to kind of get some info on how we fill in scars.
So already, as you see that Jonathan's going to get ready here, there's a certain pattern he has. Certain hair follicle pattern. That's what Jonathan's going to mirror here.
Yep. So I like to get myself into the position. Maybe come around. Yeah, you guys can see this. So even with needles, you'll notice there's a certain edge on the needle. Really important. You want to find out where that edge is because it replicates a hair follicle. So I want to do a couple over here just to get a feel before I hit the real scar. So as you can see, right there would be a good call. So
I thought you was a scalp micropigmentation artist. Apparently this guy's a magician.
yeah, look at that. So as you can see, a lot of the hairs are in groups of 2s and 3s over here. So what I'm doing is I want to replicate that same hair growth pattern using the pigments. You can see, quick little jabs. And these hairs are more of the 2s and 3s back here. There's no single hairs over here, so I actually want to make some of the hairs just a little bit bigger than they normally would if I was doing like a hairline.
Pressure manipulation.
Yep. See, it's taking my time. You don't want to rush it, just kind of get the flow in there. Again, find out where the tip of the needle is, and it will give you that nice little edge. So I already know the needle is right in here. Right there. Giving it a little bit of pressure because this is really tough. The scar is more of a tougher skin compared to the rest of the scalp. You can see it's starting to come. So once we get the nice go through with this, then I'm going to do a double check. But as you can see, I still got the edge of the needle, which replicates an actual hair follicle. Because remember, we're not putting dots on people's heads. We're putting little edged follicles into the skin. So we want to replicate an actual hair. If it was really like little circle dots, it definitely wouldn't look as natural. So you want to replicate an actual hair follicle. Let me spray it once there. So as one's doing that, let me just double check the needle. You always want to make sure you got a clean tip on that needle. Kind of be real careful when you guys doing that. Wipe and pull. Use your nails, pinch it, pull. But that's going to give you a brand new needle every time. So we're going to do the last double check round through it. Remember, this is just the first session. You don't want to.
Nice that looks.
Yeah, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You don't want to overpopulate the scar. You don't want him to come back and it's just painted. We call that the painted effect. You don't want that. Or
you still see the scalp shining through.
yeah,
You see that?
you still see some of the scalp. So now what I do is get my attack ready. So here I'm just gonna look for some of the little empty areas, but do a really quick little jab in there. Really minute. Now doing this is just gonna help break the hairs up more and have him replicate what he has already. As you can see, really quick jabs. Nothing, you don't want to let the needle linger in the skin. So just doing that alone is gonna give you a nice natural look.
Very nice.
Yep. So it's really important to let that settle. So when he comes in for the second, what we're doing is just lightly going over it. And this will work for any scar that you guys are going to do out there. Hair transplants, FUEs. But this is the basic procedure. Right there.
Nice.
Yep. First session's good.
Nice.
That's it. Thank you.